Here's your First Warn Weather forecast first, sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
Well, good evening. It is just too nice of an afternoon to spend weather indoors, so we've decided to head outside once again. Not quite as windy or cloudy as what it was yesterday, and today temperatures have been a little on the warmer side, but still falling slightly below that average. We've got a beautiful evening ahead as our numbers here late this afternoon and evening have climbed into the upper 70s and low 80s. We're currently at 78 degrees right now in Rockford, 74 in Poplar Grove, 78 in the Pretzel City. You head down to Rochelle, you're sitting at 76, and 75 degrees right now in Dixon. We have had some cloud cover kind of work through overhead, some of those fair weather cumulus clouds, and we'll see a little cloud cover as we look through the night tonight. May end up with some areas of fog, some shallow ground fog heading into the morning tomorrow as temperatures dip down into the upper 50s for the overnight tonight. Another quiet afternoon tomorrow, but we may see an increase in cloud cover and a small chance for a very light shower come late afternoon. I've got the timing of that and how long this comfortable weather sticks around coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
Searching for a suspect, the man accused of damaging the Freeport Police Department.
Plus, a national retailer gives back to local teachers what Walmart is doing to help students prepare for the classroom.
And raising funds for a good cause, the popular food stands drawing crowds of visitors at the Boone County Fair.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Wedbers. Thank you for being in here. Tonight, a State Line Police Department is asking for the community's help after a man damaged their police station.
On Sunday, Freeport police say a man approached the front of the department and threw a rock, breaking the front glass of the doors of the station. Officers say the man was wearing a blue jacket with no shirt and dark pants. If you know who this man is or where he can be found, contact Freeport Police or State Line Area Crime Stoppers. Governor Pritzker is calling on the Sangamon County Sheriff to resign in the wake of Sonia Massey's shooting death. The 36-year-old mother had called 911 July 6th to report a suspected prowler. Deputy Sean Grayson shot Massey inside her home as she removed a pot of boiling water from the stove. He has been fired and charged with first-degree murder. The sheriff has defended hiring him, but records show Grayson worked for 6 police departments in less than 4 years. He also had 2 DUI convictions, which got him kicked out of the Army.
The sheriff has failed. He has failed to explain how he ended up hiring this deputy sheriff who has been fired from other departments. He failed to put forward reforms that clearly need to be made, training and other reforms. And still has failed to meet with the Massey family.
Sheriff Jeff Campbell responded with a statement saying he's willing to modify hiring practices, but believes they are consistent with statewide practices. He also said that calls for his resignation are, quote, nothing more than political maneuvering during a tragic event.
Tonight, the Illinois Tollway is warning iPass users about another phishing scam. We first told you about these scams last month, but now the Tollway says new phishing texts are being sent to people with iPass accounts, telling them that they owe money for unpaid tolls. So if you get one of these texts, your Tollway says you should check online first, check your account, or call the customer service center. You're always advised to delete any of those texts and file a report with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. 4 blood drives were called off in Illinois and more than 100 others nationwide, leading to a blood shortage. That has led to a shortfall of more than 19,000 donations. Since July 1st, the blood supply has dropped more than 25%. Donations typically are slow during the summer because people were traveling more. The Red Cross and the Rock River Valley Blood Center are asking people to donate now to ensure care is not affected at Illinois hospitals.
This week, Governor Pritzker signed a bill putting an end to the state's grocery tax. Now, cities and towns across the state are weighing their options in replacing that tax revenue. The statewide grocery tax will end at the start of 2026. The move started back in February, seeking to rid the 1% charge on people's expenses. Some cities will miss out on $2 million a year of tax revenue from this change. Elected officials say a lot of local governments were caught off guard.
We didn't know it was coming until we were well into our budget development. We had already done our financial forecast. At this point, there aren't that many options. You know, you either raise revenue or cut expenses, and we don't want to do the latter.
Local governments do have the option to impose the grocery tax on a local basis by an ordinance.
Tonight, a national retail chain looks to help local families prepare for the upcoming school year. It's just around the corner. Today, the Walmart Supercenter on Walton Street held a back-to-school open house. Around 1,000 items, school supplies, were being sold for under $10 to help families. 2 teachers also received donations just for their classrooms. This year, Thurgood Marshall Middle School is charging a supply fee to help cover items for some students. The principal of the school's Gifted Academy says the fee helps to relieve the financial burden for struggling families.
The cost of things is really going up, and when we were looking at the supply list we would have put out to families, we knew that that could be a real hardship for some of them. Having this opportunity and all of these things brought to us is going to make a big difference for students.
This is the first year for Walmart's Back to School Open House. The store manager hopes to partner with other local schools in the future.
A local park district wants the community's input as it plans for the future. The Rockford Park District is updating its 5-year strategic plan. Today, officials met with children in the Time to Play playground programs to hear what they'd like to see in their parks and how current parks make them feel. This feedback will help determine what areas the district will invest in, eliminate, or add. The park district says they heavily rely on citizen input before they make any changes to local parks.
We don't do anything without reaching out to the citizens that we serve, and so these kids are citizens that we're serving, and they're the voices of our next generation, and so we're really making sure that we do get to hear their input, because it's crucial to continue on and make sure that what we're providing is relevant not only for this generation but for the next generation to come.
The district's also asking residents to take a recreational needs assessment. A link to that form can be found on our website, mystateline.com. A final master plan will be presented to the community next month.
It is the second day for the Boone County Fair, and some food stands are using their business for a good cause.
Our Blake Dietz went to the fair today to visit a couple of those stands. And Blake, I hear these vendors are a must-stop for guests.
Yeah, absolutely, Mimi. Wendell, there's certainly plenty to do and plenty of food at the Boone County Fair. Of all the options, though, 2 staples stand out not only for their treats, but for the causes they support. There are no shortage of options, but for many, the fair experience isn't complete without a visit to Boone County Fire District 2's Donuts stand. Since 1978, firefighters like Bob Hauser have served the treats. He says the only thing sweeter than the donuts is their benefit to the community.
It's a fun thing, but beyond that, it helps us for new equipment. That way we don't have to depend upon the taxpayers for everything. We can work for the stuff we want to do a better job for them. Everybody here has heard of the Hearst Jaws. That's somewhere between $30,000 and $60,000 for the various equipment. So that has bought several pieces of equipment for us over the years.
I'll have more on the fair, including another popular stand that is using food to fundraise, coming up at 6. Mimi.
All right, thanks, Blake. Settling on a date for the presidential debate.
Up next, the ongoing negotiations between Team Harris and Team Trump.
And coming up at 6, celebrating 50 years of business. The local restaurant giving the Forest City a taste of Italy.
And temperatures this afternoon made it into the upper 70s, low 80s. We topped out right at 80 degrees today. It's been a warmer afternoon, but we continue with those comfortable conditions over the next several days. Find out how long that'll last and how long our skies will stay dry. Coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
There will be another presidential debate. According to former President Donald Trump, he told Fox News this morning both campaigns are still negotiating details.
But both Team Trump and Team Harris are signaling they want to make it happen. Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt explains where things stand.
The first debate between the presumptive presidential nominees upended the entire 2024 race. Now, former President Donald Trump is promising another.
We'll be debating her, I guess, in the pretty near future. It's going to be announced fairly soon, but we'll be debating her.
On Wednesday morning, he told Fox News he does plan to face off against Vice President Kamala Harris.
I think debates are very important, and I think she'll be exposed just like Biden was exposed.
But the campaign seemed to be playing a game of chicken over the debate details.
He pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to.
The Trump team originally agreed to 2 debates with President Biden, the second one on ABC on September 10th. Now, with President Biden out, the Trump team says that agreement is off, though Harris is daring the former president to change his mind.
I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage.
Instead, the Trump team is pitching a Fox News debate on September 4th. And Trump campaign spokeswoman Carolyn Levitt says the ball is in the Harris campaign's court.
President Trump has committed to a debate on the Fox News channel in September. Kamala Harris has refused to acknowledge or accept that debate invitation. We hope that she will.
Meanwhile, the VP candidates seem willing to take part in a debate of their own.
I absolutely want to debate Tim Walz.
I can't wait to debate the guy.
And Governor Tim Walz issued his challenge with a dig at Senator J.D. Vance.
That is if he's willing to get off the couch and show up.
But there isn't an official VP debate scheduled either. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
Well, temperatures stuck around the upper 70s for the day.
When we come back, Candace, who's outside, tells us about the dry conditions ahead for the weekend.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, good evening. Welcome back. You know, the weather here the last couple of days has been fairly nice, although we did have some wind and cloud cover yesterday. Made it feel a lot cooler compared to the 94 we were at on Monday. We were 74 yesterday, and temperatures were back up into the upper 70s and low 80s here this afternoon. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but today has been absolutely gorgeous. So why not take weather outside? We are here live at Seward Bluffs Forest Preserve. You know, we have got some beautiful forest preserves across the area, and I encourage you to spend some time outdoors here this evening. Maybe it is taking in a little dinner outside, or you're going for a family walk. It is just going to be a beautiful evening, and that nicer weather is something that'll stick with us. So I think for any outdoor activity here for the next several days, no issues weather-wise. Let's take you out over downtown Rockford with our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera on top of the Supply Corps building. This brought to us by Window World. Plenty of sunshine. We did have some cloud cover earlier today, but now our sky is beginning to clear out as our temperatures are sitting in the upper 70s and lower 80s. It has been a beautiful afternoon as we've gone through much of the day. Little cloud cover here and there, but we do have a cold front sitting off just to the northwest of us, and that front will work through as we head into the afternoon tomorrow. So what that'll do is that'll actually provide us with a little more moisture. So what you may notice tomorrow, along with an increase in cloud cover, a little uptick in some of the humidity for tomorrow. Notice as we go through that time, dew point temperatures that are currently in the 50s now will rise into the mid 60s once we head into tomorrow afternoon. But once that front passes, a lot of dry air comes in, and that will help clear us out. Dew points falling back into the 50s. Now, remember, dew point is a measure of just how much moisture we have in the atmosphere. So the lower the number, the more comfortable it feels, the less humid it feels. And anytime you've got dew points that are in the 50s, you're talking more comfortable weather. Once you get into the mid-upper 60s, well, that's when it starts to get a little muggy. So that's why tomorrow you might notice an uptick in the humidity as we see a bit more cloud cover move in, but comfortable weather from here on out. 78 right now in Rockford, 77 in Freeport, 78 down in Sterling, and we're 77 currently in Rochelle. We've had a little breeze from time to time today that has been coming in from the north. Our wind will turn light tonight, and what that could do is actually allow some areas of fog to develop, just some shallow ground fog. But why the change in our pattern? Well, we have to look at what's going on in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere and what's going on well up to the north of us. We've got this blocking pattern, a ridge of high pressure extending all the way north into northern Canada. As that continues to shift to the east, it works to dislodge that low pressure system a little further to the south. So that's where that slightly cooler air mass comes to play and why we've seen that pattern shift over the last couple of days. Now, what we'll see as we head into next week, that ridge of high pressure building in, and eventually we'll start to see our temperatures begin to warm back up. But for the rest of tonight, we are down into the 50s, and again, some areas of fog may be possible. Cloud cover on the increase as we head into tomorrow afternoon as the wind turns back around, and what that'll do again is provide us with a small chance for a sprinkle or a very light shower. I really don't think anything that'll be too measurable as we go throughout that time. High pressure then builds back in as we go through our Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that'll pave the way for an absolutely gorgeous weekend. In fact, as our temperatures will drop back into the 70s, we could see those highs in the mid and upper 70s as we head through the early part of next week. So 59 degrees for tonight, underneath a partly cloudy sky, light wind, some patchy fog. I don't anticipate the fog to last too long here as we head into the morning tomorrow. Tomorrow our temperatures back up to 80, but again, you may notice just a slight uptick in some of that humidity for tomorrow afternoon. As we go through the next 7 days, you'll see temperatures in the 70s and then low 80s by the time we get into next week.
Candace, thank you.
Wisconsin next with sports. He says the sport of boxing will be big this weekend at one outdoor location downtown.
And the Cubs are showing signs of life again. You'll see what they did against the Twins this afternoon.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
Some of our top local boxing talent will be on display in downtown Rockford this Saturday night. The third annual Rockford Boxing Classic is going to be held at the City Market Pavilion. In the last 2 years, this event's been a big hit. It's put on by Plus 7 Company and by the Patriots Boxing Club of Rockford, a club that has produced more than 20 national champions while working with 5,000 local youth over the years. Adding to the fun Sunday will be some bouts between local police and firefighters, and get this, Hammy Hogg of the Ice Hogs and Rally from the Rivets will be going at it in a 3-round mascot bout. Hammy's scrappy, but Rally has those powerful broad shoulders. That should be fun. The event is free to the public. Sponsors will be pitching in money, and that money goes to benefit the Patriots Boxing Club. And club head coach Jimmy Goodman could not be happier with the way the city and the public have embraced this event.
It's a good feeling, knowing that we can put on a good event for the city and the surrounding community. So you see everybody having a good time. It's a family fun event. They're smiling, laughing, enjoying the food, mechanical bull, and the bouts themselves.
The gates will open at 4 p.m. Saturday. The first of 13 fights will start at 5 p.m. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to meet the top fighter from the Patriots Club, who will be getting into the ring on Saturday. The Rivets are back home for their final 2 regular season home games. They'll host Traverse City tonight and tomorrow night. For the second straight day, the Cubs made a strong showing against the Twins. This afternoon, Michael Busch put the barrel on the ball in the bottom of the first, propelling a solo homer, his 16th of the season. The game was tied at 1. In the third inning, Twins pitcher Trevor Richards had control issues. A bases-loaded walk, and then that wild pitch brought in a pair of runs. Busch scoring there. Ian Happ, trying to get back in the groove, takes a big swing and connects for his 18th home run with a man on in the 4th inning. Cubs won 8-2, so they took the last 2 games in the series from a Twins team that had been playing very good baseball. The White Sox snapped their 21-game losing streak last night in Oakland, but they're right back on the losing side again after falling today 3-2. Sox and Cubs are going to go at it Friday and Saturday. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Well, it is going to be a beautiful evening, comfortable temperatures too, as we hold on to just a few clouds out there. Our skies for tonight are going to stay dry, but you may notice a little ground fog as we head into the early morning hours of tomorrow. Our first WARN interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More. Temperatures tonight down around 59. We're back close to 80 tomorrow. A little more cloud cover and slight uptick in some of the humidity, but then 70s will take us right through the weekend.
Beautiful day, the weather outside. Thank you, Candace.
Yes, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you at 6.